Sister Wives fans find Kody Brown's marriage advice bizarre. As of Sister Wives Season 19, Kody Brown's marriages to 3 of his wives are completely over. However, he still seems to think he's the expert when it comes to marriage and relationships. This season in particular, fans have seen him justify his poor treatment of the ex-wives, especially Meri. In Kody's mind, it all boils down to marrying the wrong person and what resulted from that pain. So if he married the wrong person 3 different times, why does Kody Brown think he has all the answers? Kody Brown seemingly wishes he never met Meri at all. Family patriarch Kody Brown consistently says he never loved his first 3 wives, and yet he kept adding more to his polygamous family. He welcomed 13 children with Meri, Janelle, and Cristin and seemed absolutely joyful with his large family. But now he's trying to backtrack everything he said for the first several seasons of Sister Wives. During a Season 19 episode, Kody infamously says, "You know what really sucks? It's not divorce that sucks. It's marrying the wrong person." He even goes as far as to wish he never married Meri in the first place. Of course, this would also mean he regrets his child with her. And on top of that, he seems visibly upset when Meri announces she's moving back to Utah and asks their church for a release. To many fans, it seems like Kody is a child who treats Meri like an old toy. He doesn't want her anymore, but he also doesn't want anyone else to have her either. Fans don't think he should be giving advice to anyone after the way his 3 marriages ended. Meri Brown prepares to tell her side of the story. Many Sister Wives fans wish Meri Brown parted ways with Kody so much sooner. But now that she finally has, it appears she's gearing up to share her own version of events. Right now, Meri is clearly much happier on her own, and there have even been whispers of a tell-all book in the future. Once upon a time about 8 years ago, I had an experience where I knew in my soul my story would be told. My story in my own way. I didn't know what that meant or looked like at the time because I already had this TV show that I was part of that was documenting my life. Meri began in a lengthy Instagram post. She went on to hint that there is going to be more coming from her very soon. The world of Sister Wives is full of twists, turns, and life lessons, at least if you're willing to consider Kody Brown's unique perspective on love, marriage, and plural relationships. Over the years, Kody, the self-appointed leader of the Brown family, has dispensed quite a bit of marriage advice, much of which has left fans scratching their heads. Whether it's his tips on keeping wives in line or how separate houses make for stronger relationships, Kody's approach to marriage often appears less conventional and more bizarre. Fans of the show have been quick to analyze and critique Kody's nuggets of wisdom, especially as each new season seems to show more cracks in the family's relationships. The internet has buzzed with discussions, debates, and outright disbelief at some of his statements, as viewers try to make sense of his sometimes contradictory or flat-out puzzling advice. So, what exactly has Kody said that's left fans so bewildered? Here's a breakdown of some of his most memorable and bizarre marital advice. 1. It's all about respect for the husband. One recurring theme in Kody's advice is that a successful marriage hinges on the wives showing respect for him. According to Kody, the respect that his wives show toward him is the glue that keeps the family intact. However, this advice often seems a bit one-sided, as Kody rarely mentions showing equal respect to his wives in return. Fans have questioned this respect-centric model, noting that Kody's actions frequently seem to contradict his words. For example, some fans recall instances where Kody has been dismissive or even outright combative with his wives, often when they voice differing opinions or want to make decisions that go against his preferences. The apparent lack of mutual respect has led viewers to wonder how his marriages could possibly thrive under such an arrangement. One fan joked on Reddit, "I think Kody's dictionary has a different definition of respect. Apparently, it means just do what I say." The ongoing debate over Kody's idea of respect has sparked discussions among viewers about what true respect in marriage really looks like. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. So live in different houses. When Kody encouraged his wives to live in separate houses across different states, fans were stumped. Rather than unifying the family, this arrangement seemed to do the opposite. For Kody, though, having each wife in her own space allegedly provides clarity and prevents jealousy. In his words, different houses make for happier wives. This sentiment, however, didn't resonate with fans, many of whom pointed out that Kody's approach only seemed to increase feelings of isolation and resentment among the wives. Viewers observed that the physical separation between the family members seemed to be a reflection of the emotional distances that had already started forming within the relationships. One Twitter user humorously remarked, "Kody's idea of bonding time is probably waving at his wives through Zoom." The fragmented living arrangements have become one of the most criticized aspects of Kody's marital advice, with fans arguing that the lack of togetherness has done more harm than good. 3. Jealousy is natural, so just get over it. Kody has often dismissed jealousy as an inevitable part of plural marriage that wives should simply accept and manage on their own. This advice has irked viewers, who believe Kody's take on jealousy is overly simplistic and dismissive of his wife's feelings. For Kody, jealousy seems to be an issue that each wife should deal with internally, rather than something he should help them address. This hands-off approach hasn't gone down well with fans who argue that he has a responsibility to help navigate the complex emotions that come with sharing a husband. One fan vented on a Facebook group, "Kody acts like jealousy is the flu. Just tough it out and you'll get better." The comment garnered a flurry of reactions, with others chiming in to agree that Kody's advice seemed out of touch. 4. Romance fades, so be practical. Kody has often expressed that love and romance take a backseat to practicalities in his marriages. In one episode, he mentioned that he's not overly concerned with keeping the romance alive, stating that partnership is more important than passion. For many fans, this piece of advice seemed disheartening, as though Kody was suggesting that a marriage doesn't require continued effort or emotional investment once the initial spark has faded. Unsurprisingly, fans were vocal about their disappointment with this statement. Viewers argued that a marriage, especially one as complicated as plural marriage, needs ongoing romance and connection to survive. Some even speculated that this romance-optional attitude was one reason why several of Kody's marriages seemed to be struggling. A fan on Instagram summed it up, "When romance fades, what you're left with is a roommate, not partner." Others agreed, adding that Kody's practicality over passion approach might explain why he seemed so disconnected from his wives over the years. 5. All the wives should work to make me happy. Perhaps one of the most eyebrow-raising pieces of advice from Kody is his belief that his wife's happiness should stem from making him happy. In his view, a harmonious family dynamic revolves around his needs being met, a concept that has left fans floored. Kody's happiness comes first might as well be the mantra he lives by, as he frequently stresses that his needs are paramount. Fans have not only found this attitude bizarre, but have also pointed out how self-centered it sounds. This focus on his own happiness over his wife's well-being has been a significant factor in the criticisms he's received. Many fans argue that Kody's approach seems more about control than partnership, and it's led to accusations that he's more invested in being the king of the castle than an equal partner. One fan on TikTok sarcastically commented, "In Kody's world, marriage is like a service industry. The wife's job is customer satisfaction." This comment resonated with many viewers who agreed that Kody's view of marriage seems oddly transactional. 6. Communicate by compromise, as long as the compromise favors me. Kody frequently stresses the importance of communication and compromise in marriage. However, as fans have pointed out, his version of compromise often seems to be more about getting his way. When conflicts arise, Kody often emphasizes his authority in the family, suggesting that his decisions should be the final word on any issue. This approach to conflict resolution hasn't earned him many fans, as viewers believe it undermines the concept of mutual compromise. Many feel that Kody's notion of compromise is too one-sided, with his preferences taking precedence over those of his wives. On Reddit, a fan commented, "Kody's compromise formula. One wife's opinion minus Kody's opinion equals 0. Fans have argued that this my way or the highway attitude has contributed to the breakdown of his marriages.